I found some stunning, budget-friendly wedding guest dresses from SHEIN. Is it going to be a hit or a miss? We are about to find out. I'm going to share different product reviews, and after trying it on, I'm gonna give the dress my own rating and honest review. Okay, so basically my sister is going to have a wedding this upcoming August, and so I started to look for a nice dress. When it comes to SHEIN, I'm usually very skeptical because yes, you can find an affordable dress, but it's not what's shown in the product picture. Expectations versus reality, you know? I'm excited to see what's in the bag because I tried to pick some nice dresses that have a decent amount of, well, positive reviews. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bag is empty. So we have some dresses to try on. I think it's going to be fun. Let's get started. First, we have a dress from Ever Pretty. So here's the dress, and I have it in baby blue because it does not need any explanation. If you have been around for quite some time, you know I'm a huge fan of anything baby blue. This dress is called Spring Off Shoulder Ruffle Sleeve Side Split A-Line Baby Blue Dress. It's a long title, but whatever. I have this in baby blue, although it comes in many more different colors. It has a decent amount of positive reviews, and someone who has it in burgundy says, this was the perfect dress for me as a godmother for the wedding party. I loved it, felt comfy, and got many compliments for it. So she gave the dress 5 stars. Another girl who also has the dress in baby blue, she gave it 3 stars and says, absolutely beautiful, but the elastic in the shoulders broke within a few minutes of wearing it. Thankfully, we made it work for pictures. Ooh, I hope it's not gonna break. Anyway, then there's someone who gave the dress 1 star and says, not comfortable at all, felt and looked a much cheaper quality than all the other dresses bought at the same price point that were SHEIN brand. Okay, you know what? Leave that for me to decide. I'm going to put this dress on and see if it's comfortable, if it runs true to size, yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead, put her on and see how she actually looks. All right, can I hear some commotion for the dress? Ta-da! So this is the first dress. Here's the front, the side, and the back. I was not expecting this dress to fit anywhere as nice as it does. And I just realized one thing, that this dress is actually the most expensive one from this haul. I didn't mean to start with the best dress, but it is what it is. And do you remember that 1 star review that said not comfortable at all, felt and looked a much cheaper quality? I do not agree. It is a great quality dress. This dress does have inner lining, which is a huge pro. This inner lining is actually the same length as this mesh fabric, and that's a miracle because then you buy cheap dresses, all you get is inner lining that ends right up to your knees, which is like so annoying and it looks horrible. But it's not with this dress. This is so pretty, and I think that it's in perfect length. I'm 172 centimeters tall and wearing heels, so I would say that this is more like a higher upscale dress, if I can put it this way. That's why it's one of the most expensive one from this haul, and I really love it. Not sure how much you can see, but it does have this thing around the waist, which is, I think, a really nice touch, and I absolutely adore this off-shoulder style. I think it's just so dainty, feminine, and flattering. Now I'm trying to think of some cons about this dress, and there's literally none at the moment. The only thing I am worried about is this elastic part. Other than that, I am wearing this dress in size small, so I actually sized down, even though my usual size is medium. Why I did that is basically because there was no size medium left. I would say that this dress is definitely a hit, and I'm gonna give it 5 stars. 5 stars it is. Moving on. So this is going to be the next dress. Ooh, isn't she just lovely? I can already see some color inaccuracy. I hate when this happens with SHEIN, although I was checking product reviews. Okay, maybe it does look like in the product picture. Maybe it's just me. So it's called Tie Shoulder Ruffle Hem Mesh Cami Dress. I have this dress in baby pink, although it comes in more different colors. Again, it has a decent amount of positive reviews. And someone who also has it in baby pink and gave the dress 5 stars says, beautiful dress in a great soft color. It fits very well. The cups are lined. I can only recommend. Then there's someone who gave the dress 3 stars and says, dress is nice, but the fabric is itchy on the shoulders, and for me it's a bit on the boobs and waist. Also, I'm breastfeeding and my boobs are a bit saggy, so it's not very flattering. Maybe for smallers and not mummy boobs will be perfect. My measurements are accurate. Next, someone who gave the dress 1 star says, I didn't like how it looked, and it was also transparent. For a woman 160 centimeters tall, the dress will not fit around the ankles as in the photo. Is it really transparent? It's not the thickest fabric, but I wouldn't say that the dress is see-through though. Let me go ahead, put her on and see if she's see-through or not. Okay, are you ready for the dress? Ta-da! So, what do we think? That's how the dress looks, and I must say, it looks really, really nice. Okay, so anyway, here's the front, the side, and then the back. It's a really, really good thing that this dress actually has adjustable straps so that you can just, well, adjust them at your desired length. It also has a zipper in the back, quite handy, I think. Okay, so the chest is padded, which I think is a good thing because you don't need to wear any bra. The only thing is that I feel like my badonkadonks are a little bit too low. Overall, I think that the length of this dress is just perfect. So is the fabric. I adore that it has this mesh on top and inner lining, which is at the same length. That's exactly what you want from a dress. It doesn't look and feel cheap. It doesn't seem to be see-through. Where did that woman find it see-through? Yeah, so I must agree with the lady who gave the dress 3 stars and said that in case you're breastfeeding, then yeah, it might be a little bit saggy and not flattering. So something to keep in mind because the dress is already padded. But yeah, it depends. It's really hard to say. It is actually a lovely color as well. Great fabric, great quality, fits, well, nice. I think it runs true to size because I have this dress in size medium. I'm gonna tell you this. I think that this dress is definitely a hit. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. 5 stars it is. Absolutely gorgeous. She's fantastic, okay? Moving on to the next dress. Next dress is in, what color is this actually? Ta-da! Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if it has any, oh no, it's too wide on the hips, so I'm a little bit skeptical. It is a beautiful color though. Size small. I have already sized down on this dress and it still looks quite baggy, like a balloon. Okay, so that's basically a solid button back tank dress. I have it in pink. It comes in so many more different colors. Someone who has it in lime green gave the dress 5 stars and says, love this, really classy and looks more expensive than it is. Perfect sizing. Then there's another girl who gave the dress 3 stars, has it in black and says nice, but it's not having nice shape, so need belt. And then there's a 1 star review. Someone who has it in baby blue says too big and the top part ugly. I was bothered about the hip part, but she says the top part. So I don't know. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest. Let's go ahead and put it on. See if it's a hit or a miss. All right, I guess I'm gonna put my judging hat on now. Ta-da! Look at her. Remember when I said that it looks quite baggy around the hips? May I take that back, please? Look, that actually gives the dress a really nice shape. It looks like I have an hourglass shaped body. This is the dress from the front, from the side, and then from the back. Of course, this dress does need a really good steam. Can we just look past it now? I think that this dress comes in a really nice shape, and I have her in size medium. I think it runs true to size, and that's the dress where you don't really have to suck your belly in. You know what I mean? It also has a slit. Oh, it's quite high, but it's not like too high, so it's all right. Okay, so it doesn't have any zipper in the back, back, but I don't think that this is something needed. You just have a tiny little button. I'm not sure if you can see that. I needed some help with that. Other than that, it's really easy to put on. It's really soft. It's quite stretchy. It is a comfortable dress. Is it see-through or not? Maybe just a little bit. I cannot think of any cons when you pay 15 euros for a dress like this. Girl, this is a nice dress. I think this dress is a hit. And I'm gonna give this dress 5 stars. 5 out of 5. Moving on. Next we have another dress. Whoops. Let me tell you this. It definitely feels cheap. But it's alright, it's alright. We can still give it a try, right? And it has this lace back with a zipper. Okay, so it also has a zipper. Okay, so it's a draped color wrap satin cami bridesmaid dress. And I have the dress in mint green, although it does come in many more colors. Let's see what other people have to say about the dress. So a lady who gave the dress 5 stars, she has it in blue and says, the material is satin, the color is perfect, adjustable back is a plus, sits really good on the body, my measurements are correct, size up if you have a bigger chest, my size is 75C. Then there's another girl who gave the dress 3 stars, has it in teal blue. She says, I wore this to my prom. My mom had to adjust the top a bit because I don't have much going on up there, so the neckline sat really low. Also, the split was really high. I really liked the dress, but for all the little flaws and things we had to adjust, next time I'd rather invest in a more expensive one. Another lady, she has it in dark green, gave the dress 1 star and says, totally disappointed, awful material and quality. Message received. Now, the question is, will I be disappointed in this dress? Let me go ahead, pop her on and see how she actually looks. Yeah, okay, this dress sucks. Well, that's definitely not the dress to impress. Anyway, that's how the dress looks from the front, from the side, and from the back. First things first, I really have to sort out my bra situation because I did not have the right proper bra to wear with a dress like this that has an open back. Yeah, it's a little bit challenging though, so it's just no. First of all, the fabric is really cheap. It does look and feel cheap. The only pro that I can come up with is that this dress is actually in a very beautiful color. I adore this mint green color. It's just so pretty. But that's the only pro about this dress, okay? I gotta keep the things real. Why on earth the slit is so high? I know I can use fashion tape just to readjust the length of the slit. Maybe it would work for a beach wedding, but it's still revealing too much, doesn't it? Okay, next, you really have to keep your belly sucked in like that if you wanna look flat around the waist area. Yeah, it's like, it is what it is. Reality, okay? Then I think it's a little bit too tight around the waist. Maybe it's because that I have adjusted the straps. I tie them too tight. Maybe that's why. The chest area is like literally the worst. I hate this so much. Yeah, I'm just trying to play with the color a little bit, but it's just, it's not flattering. It's really it's bad, it's horrible, it doesn't look nice, okay? The back is gorgeous though, so that's another pro that I can come up with. What do you think, Doc? Would you wear a dress like this to a wedding? I agree. So that's why this dress is definitely a miss. It's not worth it since the color and back is gorgeous and you can still sort out the slit with the fashion tape. So for that reason, I'm gonna give this dress 3 stars. Let's change to another dress. Next dress. What is in the bag? A dress, probably. It's shorter than I thought. It's a beautiful fabric though. So that's simple casual daily dress. They literally give extra titles for like really basic dresses. And when it comes to an actual nice dress, they give it the most simplest title. Anyway, I have this in pink. It comes in a couple of more different patterns and colors, and let's see what other ladies have to say about the dress. A girl who gives the dress 5 stars says, I love it, very classy and cute and looks expensive. Someone who gives 3 stars says, I like how it looks, but the lining fabric is like plastic. It makes a noise while you walk. I don't find it to be annoying though. Someone who gives the dress 1 star says small size but the chest is huge. So I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. So let me go ahead, put this dress on and show you what it really looks like. This is actually a dress that I can imagine wearing myself at the garden wedding. This is just so pretty. And I must be honest with you, I was really skeptical when I unpacked the dress because I thought that the chest area is not gonna fit in nice and the length is gonna be too short, but none of that is happening here. I am actually very satisfied. Anyway, here's the front, the side, and the back. So let me show you the full view of the dress. Yes, so that's how we look in this dress. First of all, I feel really comfortable in this dress. I feel like this is such a nice light fabric for spring and summer. I just love it. It does have inner lining, and that inner lining is the same length as this, not mesh, but well, top fabric, whatever. So it's at the same length, which is a huge pro. I think it's a really nice, beautiful fabric. I love how flowy, easy breezy it is. It's just so comfy and pretty. I have this dress in size medium, so that's the size I usually go for. That means that it runs true to size. So that one comment that was saying that the dress is small but chest is huge, something like that, I do not agree at all. Also, another pro is that it has a tie in the back, so you can readjust that yourself how you wish. Yeah, you don't have to keep your belly sucked in like with the mint green dress. So there's nothing to compare. It's like day and night. Some of the cons might be that you have to wear the right bra, but I don't think that's a con. If you have the right bra, it's not a con, right? Where was that lady saying it makes a noise while you walk? So it does have that weird sound. But like, most of the clothes does. I don't know. It's not like a con that bothers me, but something to keep in mind in case you want to get a dress like this and that, you know, in case that would trigger you. Yeah, is this a dress that I would wear to my sister's wedding? Absolutely, yes. It is a nice dress. Overall, yes, I'm gonna say this. This dress is definitely a hit and I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. Yes. Moving on. If I remember this correctly, this next dress must be the most expensive one from this haul. Ooh, it's quite heavy. It's actually the heaviest one. Wow. And yes, it's in baby blue. Okay. Yeah, you see they do a very smart thing by putting this tag on right on the very top so that you don't wear the dress to some occasion and then return the dress. Some people do that, but not me though. It's called Halter neck, high slit waist bridesmaid dress. I have it in baby blue, although it does come in many more different colors. It has a decent amount of positive reviews. So. Okay, a lady who has the dress in yellow, she gave the dress 5 stars and says, so pretty, the material is so soft and flowy and feels beautiful. Heart eyes. The color is stunning, looks way more expensive than it is. Isn't see-through and has a gorgeous slit down on the leg that doesn't show too much but makes you feel very sexy. Feel like a Greek goddess in this dress. Fits perfectly. You needed this dress. Ooh, I hope you're right. Another lady who also has the dress in yellow says the chest is padded and there's a lot of material. It's heavy, doesn't suit me at all. Yikes. That's what I'm scared of. Okay, and there's someone who gave the dress 1 star and says, it's a shame that you order a dress that is supposedly one of the expensive ones from SHEIN and it does come full of stains. Disgusting. I haven't even tried it on. Well, instant refund, yeah? I do have big hopes for this dress. You know what? Let me go ahead and put the dress on. See how she looks. Oh my gosh, guys, this dress is such a fail. Even though it doesn't look like that right away, I'll explain you in a sec why. Okay, so the cups are in the dress already, and the cups are here. My boobies are here, and the cups are here. There's nothing in the cups. They are not in there. So those cups are just basically hanging the fabric. And the problem is I cannot take them off. There's no gap in the fabric where you can pull them out. There's literally nothing in those cups. I'm so glad it's not the most it's actually not the most expensive dress from this haul. The first one was the most expensive one. This one was the second one. Not the dresses are very expensive, but it's SHEIN, but like still, what on earth? That's not what you want to get for a dress like this. This is something more like for itty bitty titty comedy, okay? I'm not like Pamela Anderson or whatever, but I do have boobies and I want them to be in the right place. It's such a bummer because the dress itself is so gorgeous. Are you kidding me? This is actually such a gorgeous dress. But maybe it's my fault because for some reason I decided to get this dress in size small rather than medium. But same thing happened with this one. This one is also in size small, but it fits me right. So it's just the chest area that really messes it up. Okay, let's just look past it for now and focus on the pros, okay? Okay, some of the pros about the dress is that it's in perfect length, because when you wear heels, you want the dress to be exactly in this length. It's a beautiful, not too thin fabric. So it has inner lining that is in the same length as this mesh fabric on top. It does need a good steam and it's gonna look even better. The chest area, that's where the cons start. One more thing to mention, it does have a zipper in the back, so it's easy to get into the dress. And maybe, just maybe, if I should have gone with size medium, I think medium was probably already sold out, and that's the reason I decided to go with small. Yeah, I could try to switch the sizes if they still have medium in stock, but then it's not gonna hug me in the waist as it hugs me now. Yeah, I don't think it was necessary for the chest to be padded. The chest area is literally the only con that bothers me so much. I don't know, I still think that this dress is a hit, but because of the built-in cups, I'm gonna give this dress 3 stars. And if someone asks me why, because you cannot remove them. Other than that, it is a very beautiful dress. All right, my ladies, so let me know which dress would you wear and for what type of wedding. In case you spotted something you like, everything will be linked down below. Let me know what would you like to see more from me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. It doesn't cheap feel whatsoever, so just testing. Testing. Whoop, whoop. It looks like I have an hour-shaped glass. Hour shape? Ooh, well. So let me know which dress did you like, and no.